If you're looking for a straight up answer, the mouse is still worth it in 2022. I'm not going to bore you with all the specs. If you're just looking to see my personal opinion on it, I love the mouse even 6 months after I bought it. Still performing great, and I think it's a great buy. No regrets. However, if you're looking for an overview, stick around.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me.
I grew up in a place
Welcome.
where they told you what to chase.
This
told you how to run the race.
is the Razer Viper
Every
Ultimate.
move was on the page.
And I'm
But
going
I
to be
didn't
telling
like their
you
way.
whether or
Had to fight
not you
to
should buy it.
behave. Had to find a
Let's
way
move
to
right on.
change. Had to leave to find
So,
my way.
I'm going to talk about the things that I like and dislike about this mouse. So, there's a couple things you can do with this mouse that I'm really in love with. You can make it so when you open any program, a certain set of keybinds will pop up. So let's say, I don't know, you're editing, you open up Premiere Pro, you can make it so a certain set of macros will go on these side buttons here. And let's say you finish editing, you want to hop on some Apex, it'll automatically switch back to whatever profile you set it to. It's absolutely amazing. You can set it for almost any program. So as long as you're able to find the exe file on your computer, you can just select it, and then whenever that exe opens, the set of binds will open on the mouse. If you want to know how to do that, you're going to go ahead and open Razer Synapse, the mouse software that this comes with, and then you're going to open Profiles. When you see here, you read with this page. You can select the Razer Viper Ultimate here, and then press the little plus. Not by the linked games, the one next to Profiles. Then you click the plus on linked games, and this doesn't just have to be games, it can be any file on your computer that can open. So let's say we wanted to make it Premiere Pro. We'd head into our program files, and then we'd look for Adobe, and then we'd look for Premiere Pro, and then we click the Premiere Pro application. Any game that it can find itself, it will automatically show up. So as you can see, if we go ahead and click linked games here, you'll see there's Minecraft, Windows 10 Edition, Minecraft. At any game that it can recognize, it will automatically put it in. So right now we're gonna make it so, for example, when we open up Microsoft Edge, we'll make it load a specific set of binds. As you can see, there's two here. There's default, which is what I mainly use, and then Lloyd's laptop default. That's just the default name for the profiles. So we're gonna head back to mouse, and then we're going to select the profile. So we're gonna select to the Lloyd's laptop default, and then you'll see a whole new set of buttons pops up, different from the default one, which I have this one set to numlock and this button down here disabled. So we're gonna make it so when I press scroll click, it launches Best Buy. So website saved, and now we're going to switch back to default. So as you can see right here, I'm pushing this button in, nothing is happening. Nothing at all. However, when we go ahead and open up Microsoft Edge on our computer here, I can push this button, and then Best Buy will open up. It's just that simple. It's really great, I love it, and it's a very useful feature. Once you close out of that program, it'll automatically switch back to the default profile, and that's it. Another thing you can do in this mouse in the settings, you can change almost any button. Any button you want, you can change on this mouse. You can make right click all of a sudden, I don't know, launch calculator, anything. This mouse can really do anything. In order to change the left click button, you might see it grayed out. You have to have a left click assigned. That's the only button that you need assigned. So let's say, let me change my profile really quickly so I don't mess up my original one. So I can make a right click be left click. I can just completely eradicate right click. No one needs right click, 2 left clicks. We love 2 left clicks. And yeah, very simple. We're gonna go ahead and delete a profile, so you can add, import, rename, duplicate, export, reset, and delete. We're gonna delete here, but add, you can add another profile. Import, you can grab someone else's file and then import it into the software so that you can automatically use it. Rename, you can rename the profile. Duplicate, you create 2 of the same profile. Export, this allows you to export the file as the profile as a file that you can send to other people and have them use it. And you can reset and delete. We're gonna go ahead and delete this profile so we can go back to using my default one. In performance, you can change the DPI. You can also make it so the X and Y up and down is different, so you can make up 20,000 DPI and then left and right 1, so it's just horribly off. I'm going to disable that because I just have a nice move. You can change the polling rate and you have access to Windows mouse properties. One tip, if you haven't disabled enhanced pointer precision, please do so. Way you do that is open Windows mouse properties, go to pointer options, and then there's going to be this little checkbox below selected pointer speed. Uncheck that. Basically, it makes it so the speed you move your mouse at changes how much it moves. Most people think they have it on. Just go check. If you already have it off, good for you. If you don't, I'd recommend it. If you're playing games, at least. If you're editing, you don't need to turn it off, or if you're just doing normal browsing, you don't have to. But I personally prefer it off. You can also change the lighting, so you can change the brightness. I personally like to keep mine at 60 because it doesn't look that different from 100, and it gives me a little bit extra battery life. I'll talk a little bit about that later. You can make it switch off lightings when idle for 15 minutes or when the display is turned off, and you can change the effects from here. In calibration, we have the you can select a mousepad. If you use a Razer one, there's already one specifically designed for it. I don't use one. I just have it on no calibration. You can change the surface distance, but I don't use it. And you can change how long it takes for the mouse to enter sleep mode. This is in minutes, so mine's set to 10 minutes right now. And you can also change what percentage it enters a low power mode. So another thing you can do with this mouse is macros. Macros allow you to instantly execute commands on your computer. So any key inputs, you can instantly execute those. Any mouse inputs, any basically anything you can do, you can make the computer do on its own. You can find this mouse for about $95 new, including the dock. There's 2 versions you can get. You can get one without the dock or with the dock. Without the dock, you'll have to plug in the mouse, but with the dock, you can just seat it on there, and then it'll automatically start charging. As you can see on the bottom of the mouse, there's these 2 little gold receivers, and then on the dock, there's these 2 gold pins. These will attach into the mouse and then allow you to charge it basically wirelessly, but not really. Anyways, that is the overview of the Razer Viper Ultimate. If you're on the fence about buying it, I think it's a A+ fantastic mouse, and I think it's well worth your money. However, mice is kind of subjective. Since you're probably going to be using this for long hours at a time, either editing or playing games, you're going to want something that's comfortable to you. There's a couple of different grip styles. There's palming, which your hand goes all the way across the mouse. Fingertipping, which your hand kind of ends before the mouse does. And then claw gripping, which your hands are kind of poised up on the mouse. I personally use the palming and clawing method the most, but the best advice I can give you is head to your local Best Buy and then test these mice out. Just feel it in your hand, see which one feels better to you. Whichever one you like the most, you buy it. If you don't like it in the long run, return it, get the other one. Alright, thank you for watching. If you haven't, please like and subscribe. This is my first ever YouTube upload, so give me some criticisms in the comments about how I can improve, what I should change. And this has been Lewis. See you later.